Let's take a look at another part modeling example based on a drawing I found on the internet. This one is a little perplexing just because the drawing is so bad. Please promise me that you will never ever create a drawing that has dimensions out to 4 decimal places 4 inches. Because of that, I'm going to take some liberties with some of the different dimensions. But anyhow, this one is actually pretty easy in Onshape. You can do it with a revolve, a couple of extrudes, and a pattern. Oh yeah, you'll also have to do a plane in there. But anyhow, let's take a look. Here I am in my part studio. Let me make sure that I am in inches. I will go to the hamburger and then workspace units. Let's change from millimeters to inch and then hit the check mark. And for my revolve, I'm going to define the sketch on the plane called front. So let's select it and then right mouse click and hold, new sketch. Right mouse click and hold, view normal to the sketch. And I will start with the spheres. And for the spheres, I'll start by sketching a 2-inch diameter circle. Let's go to the circle tool and then focus right on the origin and drag it out and make it about a value of 2 and hit the enter key. That's good. Let me zoom in a little. Then let's make another circle and then drag it out. And here's where I'm going to make a slightly different dimension. I'm not going to put 2.3783. That's ridiculous. Let's do 2.375. All right, that's good. Let me grab the dimensions up. Let me hit the escape key to get out of creation or whatever mode that I was in for creating circles. Okay, so let's see. We also know the height of this. It's going to be 1.125. So for creating that, I'm going to sketch in a center point rectangle. Let's center right on the origin and make it about yay big. And let's see, for the height, let's type in 1.125. And then I'm just going to hit the tab key so as not to define another dimension. Or let's hit the escape key. And so in order for this not to be blue, let's throw in a tangency constraint. Let's pick the side and then the circle, and it adjusts. We also have an indication of the inside vertical diameter. It's that 1.185. Hey, let's do that one as well. Let's create a center point rectangle and snap it right into here. And again, I'll just make it out about so big. Let's see, 1.1825. Drag it about the approximate width. And then enter in that value, 8125. A bit ridiculous, but we'll leave it. And then for the height, I'm just going to hit the escape key again. And to get rid of the blue, let's once again throw in tangency and select the line and then the circle. And there we go. Now we are all in black here. And let me hit the escape key to get out of creating that. And just to make things a little bit easier for the revolve, I'm going to turn something into a construction line. Let's just get rid of this as construction. I'm just going to use that little sliver in there in order to make the revolve. Oh yeah, since I'm going to be revolving this, I will need a vertical center line. So let's let it snap into the origin and then drag it vertically and then hit the escape key. And so that is everything that we need for this sketch. Again, it's like all that sketching just for this little bit over here. All right, let's hit the check mark. Let me zoom out. Let me hit the keyboard shortcut P to turn off the display of planes. So we will create a revolve, and for the face that I want to revolve, it's just going to be this little sliver. What word am I trying to say? This little portion inside here. And What makes it really easy in Onshape is the fact that we don't have to do a whole bunch of trimming. We can leave all those different entities in our sketch. All right, revolve axis. That's why I put in the vertical construction line. And so this is the main body. Let's hit the check mark. And then for the first cut, note that the cuts going around aren't all the same size. There's actually a one cut and then two other ones. So let's select the sketch plane front to sketch on. Right mouse click and hold, new sketch. Right mouse click and hold, view normal to the sketch plane. And then I will zoom in. And so this one is basically 1 inch by ½ inch rectangle. So let's put in our center point rectangle. Oh yeah, there's a dimension from the bottom point 3660. I'm going to make an assumption that this is supposed to be centered on the middle because that is a dumb dimension. But anyhow, let's drag out the rectangle and let's see, let's make this dimension 0.5 and this other dimension 1. So that is good. Let's see, we're going to need an arc at the top with a radius of 1. So let's go to the 3-point arc and select one corner and the other corner and drag it out and type in 1 for the value. And let me hit the escape key to get out of there. I just want to drag the radius dimension out, and let's drag some of our other dimensions off of the geometry. And also there's a fillet radius of 0.25 at the bottom corners. Let's go to sketch fillet, select one corner, select the other corner, and then left click when we're done. It's suggesting a dimension of 0.25, which is great. I will hit the enter key. And so this is our sketch for one of our cuts. Let's hit the check mark. Let's revolve the model. Let's hide the plane. Let's hide the plane called front. Okay, to make this one easy for extruding, I'm just going to select the sketch first, then do the extrude command. Let's change this to remove material. And then for the depth, this will be through all. Add a second end position, through all as well. And we are good. Let's hit the check mark. All right, we've got another cut that's rotated 60 degrees from this one. And so I need the plane called front, and I need the sketch once more in order to create a plane at a 60-degree angle. Let's click on the tool for creating new planes. And there are a bunch of different options, but it suggested the one that I want to use, line angle. And so the entities, this is our edge, and then we can also select the plane front that we're going to dimension from, and then 60 degrees. And so it creates it in there, and I don't care about flipping it. This is good. Let's hit the check mark. Let's hide the plane called front. Let's hide the sketch. And let's see, which way are we going to look at the plane? Let's select our plane. Right mouse click, new sketch. Right mouse click, view normal to the sketch plane. And as long as I'm here, let's hide that plane that we just created. Okay, for this one, I think there's information missing in this drawing. I'm not exactly sure how wide this other cut is supposed to be, so I'm going to make an assumption. I'm going to say it's going to be 0.625 on the top and bottom, and then throw in a couple of arcs. There's a problem with the arc, but let's throw this in here, and 0.625, 0.625. That's good. And let me hit the escape key. I'm going to grab my dimensions and drag them out. Let's throw in, let's see, our arc, 3-point arc, one side and then the other side, and drag it out some. And so right now this is a radius of 0.496. The drawing says radius 0.8148, which is a ridiculous number, but that is probably just wrong. Let's enter in a value of 0.4 for the radius. Not even going to do half of that ridiculous number. And let's see, I want to mirror this over onto the other side. You know what, let's bring sketch 1 back for a second. Let's go to the mirror command, select a mirror line, and I'll use that vertical center line. And then the entity to be mirrored, let's select that. And then get out of the mirror command, hide that sketch 1 again. And this will be good for the cut. And so let's hit the check mark. Let's save time by selecting the sketch to begin with, and then extrude. Let's remove material, through all, second end position, through all. That's good for that. Let's hit the check mark. And so there it is. And so, yeah, this is just really ugly part in there. Oh, look at that geometry. It's okay from the outside, but from the inside there, I don't like that. I would not design like that. But anyhow, we need to create another one of those 60 degrees away. So let's go to the circular pattern tool. Let's see, where's our, yep. It's if you go to the drop down from linear pattern, here's circular pattern, entities to pattern. Oh, let's change it from a part pattern to a feature pattern first. For the feature, I'm going to select the extrude right out of the features list. Let me move everything over. For the axis of the pattern, hey, I always like mate connectors. Let me select a mate connector. Get a mate connector right in the middle there. And let's create them equal spacing. Nope, let's not do equal spacing. Let's do angle 60. And we just want a total instance count of 2. Let's try flipping the direction. There we go. And so that looks good. Let's hit the check mark. And there we have it. This really, really bad, ugly drawing is now completed in Onshape. And so again, just not as hard as it looks. We just did a revolve, a couple of cuts, and a pattern of the cut to get it another 60 degrees rotated. But there you have it. Give it a shot. It's kind of fun. Try it out.